Revolvers have come a very long way since their inception, and even in the era of the semi-auto, where it is completely dominant, revolvers remain relevant. Indeed, they are far from obsolete, with advantages of their own that savvy shooters are smart to consider. But a constant drawback, no matter what kind of revolver you prefer, is a noted lack of capacity. Compared to a semi-auto of similar size, a modern revolver may only carry a third or even a quarter as much ammo. This is a big disadvantage when it comes to firepower. But luckily, there are quite a few revolvers on the market and in production that enjoy high capacity, compared to a classic 6-gun, that is. In this video, I'll be telling you about 6 of the best high-capacity revolvers for self-defense. Let's get right into it. Smith & Wesson is one of the premier revolver manufacturers today, and certainly the most famous around the globe. They've got several high-capacity options, and we'll look at a few of them today. But the first one on our list is their brand new 686 Plus mountain gun. Based on the classic and much-loved mountain gun of yesteryear, this medium-frame 357 Magnum has a 7-shot capacity, a 4.13-inch tapered barrel for weight reduction, Tyler Gunworks walnut grips, and a prominent brass bead partridge-style front sight. With an overall weight of 35 ounces unloaded, this is a hefty chunk of steel, but far more portable and better balanced compared to the larger 357s in S&W's lineup. Designed to be a supremely packable defensive and hunting gun for use in the backcountry, the 686 Plus mountain gun is further optimized for defensive use with a beveled cylinder front edge and chamfered charge holes, features that will facilitate easy reholstering and speedy reloading, respectively. Best of all for the Smith & Wesson faithful, the hated internal locking system has been deleted entirely. No more Hillary hole. The 686 Plus mountain gun is a welcome return to form for Smith & Wesson, and one of the best enhanced capacity general-purpose 357 Magnums on the market. An inspired defensive revolver for recoil-sensitive shooters, the Taurus Tracker 992 is a convertible 22 LR and 22 Magnum with a capacity of 9 rounds in either caliber. That's more than enough ammo to deal with nearly any conceivable defensive issue. And with the use of modern 22 LR and 22 mag loads tailored for self-defense, you won't want for firepower. You also won't have to deal with a significant blast or recoil attendant to 38, 357 Magnum and larger calibers. This solid steel gun has a 4-inch barrel and an impressive heft of 40 ounces unloaded. It's pretty portly for a medium-frame revolver, but the added weight is a benefit for taming recoil. With either round, it's basically non-existent. The Tracker 992 also features a nice adjustable rear sight with a raised and highly visible ramp front that is removable and interchangeable. Ergonomic finger groove rubber grips complete the ensemble, and the gun features the Taurus locking system for additional security. I'm no fan of internal locking systems on any gun, in case you couldn't tell from the last revolver we just talked about. But some people like them. If you don't mind going with a rimfire, the Tracker 992 from Taurus is a perfect high-capacity wheel gun for concealed carry or home defense. One of the coolest and, in my opinion, most underrated and underutilized double-action revolvers in Ruger's catalog is the Redhawk Model 5051. Built on the massive but still elegant Redhawk frame, the Model 5051 gives up the typical 44 Magnum chambering for 357 Magnum and uses the weight savings to pack in an extra 2 rounds for a total capacity of 8. Equipped with a short 2.75-inch barrel, old-school thin wooden grips, and surprisingly nice adjustable sights for a gun of this type, this 8-shot .357 Redhawk is easy to conceal and a lot lighter than its larger counterparts. A substantial weight of 44 ounces still helps to keep recoil down, even with the stoutest .357 Magnum loads. And this gun is a true gentleman when loaded with .38 specials. Like modern and legacy Redhawks, this model uses a unique for Ruger single-spring trigger mechanism that provides a smooth, light, and predictable double-action trigger pull, and a remarkably clean and crisp single-action pull. The only downside I take away from it is the exposed hammer spur. With a bobbed hammer, I think it would be the perfect primary carry gun for wheel gun aficionados unwilling to part with the classic .357. Keep your eyes peeled if you want to check this one out. Though still in production, they are pretty rare to find on deals, so you might need to special order one. I've got 3 more terrific high-capacity wheel guns to tell you about just ahead. But real quick, do me a favor and hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. Those 2 clicks really do help out the channel, and by doing so, you'll always get notified when we upload some new gun content for you. Thanks a million! Now we're getting into the really cool stuff. The second Smith & Wesson offering on our list is also one of the best known and most popular high-capacity .357 Magnums on the market. A massive end frame, boasting a 5-inch barrel, the Performance Center M&P R8 is nonetheless a lot lighter than it looks, at just under 36 ounces unloaded. That's thanks to its high-tech scandium frame, which drastically cuts mass while giving up nothing in terms of strength. The most immediately noticeable feature on the R8 is the short underbarrel Picatinny rail that is machined into the barrel shroud just behind the muzzle. Perfect for mounting a light or laser with a remote switch, this wheel gun is a true tactical revolver. Up top, the barrel shroud is drilled and tapped to accept a longer section of Picatinny rail that's perfect for mounting any sort of optic you might prefer. The combination of a light and optic can let you keep up with even the very best tactical semi-autos today. With enough practice, your reloads will keep up with them too. The R8 sports a cylinder that is relieved for use with moon clips, and also a supremely nice Performance Center tuned action and trigger. If you have your heart set on a revolver, but can't bear to part with the many tactical accessories on the market today, you've officially found your gun. One of the most misunderstood guns in the entire Smith & Wesson catalog is also one that I have ragged on in the past, even though I've always had a soft spot for it. At first glance, the .327 is the very definition of a solution looking for a problem. Built off a huge end frame with an equally huge 8-shot cylinder, but crowned with an incongruously tiny 2-inch barrel despite being a .357 Magnum, this thing just looks messed up. Potentially worse, this is another revolver made from high-tech materials, scandium for the frame and titanium for the cylinder and barrel shroud. But there's a method to the madness for those in the know. With full-power .357 Magnum loads, the .327 is downright inefficient. It's still more potent than a .38 Special plus P, but despite the overall dimensions, this gun weighs only 23.25 ounces. Recoil is substantial, but what you can do is stoke the .327 with stoutly loaded .38 Special wad cutters. The old-timers who carried double-action revolvers back in the day, both police and military, knew that wad cutters weren't just for punching paper targets. The sharp-edged cylindrical bullets would cut right through heavy clothing and avoid deformation while traveling through the target, leaving a substantial wound channel. Today, we've actually got certain wad cutter loads made especially for self-defense use in short barrel revolvers like this one. I guess everything old is new again. For those seeking a special purpose defensive revolver, the .327 is truly one of a kind. Unfortunately, it's priced accordingly, thanks to its extensive use of advanced metallurgy. MSRP is an eye-watering $1,549. To some, it's legendary for its astonishing quality. To others, infamous for its breathtaking price tag. Whether you love it or hate it, there's no denying that the Korth Mongoose 8-shot is in a class of its own among high-capacity revolvers. Designed and built from the ground up as the ultimate expression of the practical double-action wheel gun, the Mongoose is a marvel of the gunmaker's craft. Available with a 4-inch or 6-inch barrel, the Mongoose is an 8-shot .357 Magnum with an optional and interchangeable 9mm cylinder. The vent rib barrels are made from 416R steel, hammer forged for supreme precision and durability even under the most demanding firing schedules. Fitted with gorgeous finger groove walnut stocks and finished from stem to stern with a midnight black DLC coating for durability and good looks, the Mongoose instantly commands attention. But it isn't as overstated as some of the other offerings in the Korth catalog, like the Mammoth 44 Magnum NXR. A gold bead front sight, micro-adjustable rear sight, and a trigger that's so smooth it's like dragging your finger over oiled glass ensure every single shot will be delivered with precision. Truly, this is one gun where, if you shank a round, you cannot blame it on your hardware. The Mongoose 8-shot is, in a word, perfect in every way that matters. Unfortunately, Korth knows that and has priced these guns accordingly. Retail price is $4,499. And with that, we've come to the end of my list for the best high-capacity self-defense revolvers you can get today. We covered models and calibers that will fit every need and every budget, from the affordable and light-kicking Tracker 992 to the astonishingly awesome Korth Mongoose. Let me know what your choice of caliber is if you're going for a revolver with improved capacity. Are you sticking with the .38 Special or .357 Magnum? Or are you willing to accept a .22 of some kind? Let's chat about it below. And before you go, do make sure to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming videos here on All About Survival. I thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and I look forward to catching you in the next one. Have a good night.